And we end with conversations. Antonio Perez.
I'd like to introduce you to my family. Well, my immediate family, subtracting the 50 cousins and all. And I'd actually like to start with Papa. Papa is a farmer from rural Mexico. He never made it through high school because my grandparents needed him on the farm. And I'm going to be honest, there's a lot he doesn't know. Biology, geometry, or even the difference between a simile and a metaphor. But I can assure you that he knows how to get up to a 4 a.m. alarm. He knows how to work 17-hour workdays so that his son can pay for college. And he knows how to make a pretty decent guacamole. But most importantly, my father didn't need a degree to define for me the phrase work ethic, because his actions already spoke more than any words ever could. Papa's really the one who gets me through my 17-hour problem sets. He's really the one responsible for me being in college in the first place. And Mama, she's no stranger to hard work either. She was one of 6 daughters to a single mother in the outskirts of Mexico City, and just like Papa, she didn't have the option of finishing high school because she needed to earn money. And it wasn't long after dropping out of high school that my mom moved to the United States and became a house cleaner. And as for myself, starting from the age of 12, I would help my mom mop the floors, clean the windows, make the beds, anything that the homeowners wanted. Because that's the kind of financial situation that my family was in. My mom would be vacuuming the carpets in one room, and I'd be right next door, sloshing her oversized mop against somebody else's tiled kitchen floor. And I'll admit, while there is a humbling aspect to scrubbing a stranger's toilet for money, there are benefits. And I didn't realize it then, but I have come to see that as I was scrubbing these strangers' toilets and doing their laundry, I was also building the foundation that would inform my commitment to equity. Because I haven't forgotten the dizzying scent of chemical cleaning products, or the insides of my fingernails caked with dirt. My fingernails looked great on Candidates Weekend. But some other things, they didn't go so well. Because unlike me, everybody seemed to be fitting in so well. And it was that the conversations, that those between students and candidates, between parents and professors, were those that I couldn't contribute to. Because I'd never even seen so much as a ski lift, so much been skiing. I wasn't a coffee connoisseur, and I certainly wasn't fluent in cheese. But on that weekend, I'd also made a friend. I'd just come back from dinner with a current Olin student, and I think I finally found somebody who understood. Diego was a person who had also danced at quinceañeras, who had also brought lunch in a repurposed sour cream container, and applied to the same college scholarships for low-income students. One would even think we had done all these things side by side. And I still vividly remember that the minute I saw my host, Diego, the first thing I did was I leaned in and I said, "Hey, don't you think we're a little out of place?" And while he agreed, Diego also threw down a challenge. He said that if you think that there should be more people like us here, then come and fix it. Now, I'm a competitive guy, and Diego set that challenge up so smoothly that the following August, I found myself on a one-way bus trip to Olin College, ready to change the proverbial system. But once I got here, I realized that there's another sort of hurdle that's a little more difficult to overcome. The kind you face not because concepts are difficult or unfamiliar, but because they're not consistent with the values that you hold close. My classmates and I are geographically placed within communities of affluence and privilege. And so when we practice our design skills with the local community, we work on creating custom walkers to revolutionize grocery carrying for the elderly, or an app for dog owners to find sitters. These are all community problems in a demographic consistent with most of the student body, but not with me. Because unfortunately, these are not the dominant issues of my community. Where instead, we struggle to speak English, where we stand on welfare lines, and where we think twice before going out at night. And so, Olin community, here we are. And yes, I know I'm telling a story, but now I'm also directly speaking to you. I'm hoping that we can work together to shift the small talk and the big projects. I'm hoping that once in a while, you'll interrupt the talk of robotics jargon and coffee pop-ups, CNC pancake machines and coffee addictions, and try something else. Because shifting the conversations means that we can talk about my parents. It means that the son of a farmer can find his place. And shifting the conversation means that each and every Oliner, whatever your story and wherever you come from, can find a place here too.